Hi, my name is Clay Allen. I'm with Old Capital Lending and Investment, sitting in the Atlanta office. And in doing so, I thought it'd be a good idea just to spend a few minutes to walk you through why I think Atlanta should be at the top of your list when considering new markets to invest in multifamily. Perhaps you're outside the metro area or the state or even the region, the Southeast region. You've been investing a lot in the Phoenix market or Dallas, Fort Worth, some of these other hot Texas markets, and you're looking to expand your footprint. Atlanta is a great spot to be. It has been a great spot over the past several years, and I believe it's going to continue to be that way. So here's a beautiful picture of Midtown Atlanta. It's kind of apropos because you see downtown in the distance there. You've seen a lot of businesses move up I-75, I-85, which we call the downtown connector. They've been moving up into Midtown. That's kind of the happening spot right now, but downtown has a lot going for it still. In fact, we've seen somewhat of a renaissance with a lot of investment in the entertainment district, the Georgia Aquarium, the College Football Hall of Fame, Civil Rights Museum. There's a number of venues down there that have kept that area alive, and as well as the Georgia State University, about 29,000 enrolled students down in that area. But didn't want to get into too much detail into the downtown or midtown areas. That's just explanation of that picture. Let's get into the metro area. So looking at the metro area, about 29 counties wide, a very vast area that speaks to the sprawl that we experience here. I will say that, when you talk about sprawl, it's always done in a negative context, but one benefit of that is it really keeps the cost of living down. I myself live well north of the downtown area, up in what we call the Forsyth County area, and low taxes, very reasonable home prices. We've been here for about 11, 12 years at this point of recording this video. So it keeps the cost down, low cost of doing business. I'll get into that in just a minute. But when you're looking at this 29 county metro, you're looking at 6 million people, about fourth fastest growing city in the US, and another 3 million or so by the end of 2050. And that makes it the sixth largest metro area. I believe it's gaining on Philadelphia, maybe knocking on the door, taking over that number 5 spot. It's constantly, I say constantly, the last 6 years been rated the best city for doing business. And the state itself, the state of Georgia, has a very good record of that as well. I don't know what the actual rankings are, but it has been listed as the best state more recently for doing business. Speaking to that, a testament of that would be the number of Fortune 500 and 1,000 companies having global headquarters and or regional headquarters here, 30 of them. And I'll show you a picture or at least a representation of some of those. You'll see very recognizable names here, and they go across the retail trades, the food and beverage. Of course, you see Delta Transportation, Logistics with UPS, Norfolk Southern, same, Pulte Homes, home building, of course, financial services. Mercedes-Benz has their North American headquarters in Sandy Springs. Equifax, a very recognizable name. And my picture is kind of hiding it, but the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, that is a group that is getting a lot of attention during coronavirus. They are based down in the Decatur area of Atlanta. So very big employment base, very diverse. And that's the point of this, very diverse economic base that helps when recessions come. It's not just one sector that's being hit and taking the entire economy down with it. We have a very broad economic base here. One reason that these companies like to set up shop in Atlanta, and it happens quite often. Over the past week, Papa John's announced that they're moving their global headquarters from Louisville down to Atlanta. It's going to bring with it a couple hundred, 200 to 300 jobs, and they're looking for spots around the city for their headquarters. But one reason these companies do that, they relocate down here, and a big reason is Hartsfield-Jackson. Every time you read a relocation announcement, they're always citing Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. The number one busiest airport in the world, 275,000 passengers every day, 76 international nonstop destinations. That's massive. And then what I like, the stat I like the most is 80% of the US population can be reached within a 2-hour flight. Makes a lot of sense to have corporate and regional headquarters out of Atlanta. With that said, I mentioned the cost of living earlier. Definitely low cost of living, low cost of doing business, especially when you compare it to some of these 24-hour cities like San Francisco and New York, but well ahead of Boston and DC as well. Los Angeles is not on this chart, but I'm sure it's way up there. So very, very low cost of doing business, makes it very attractive when companies are talking about shifting jobs, their employment base down here. It's a much easier sell for someone in the Northeast. So you get that nice climate and you get the low cost of doing business, very affordable housing, a very dynamic, business-friendly environment. Add to that a young, educated workforce here. These are some of the colleges that are represented, some of the larger colleges or more notable. Emory University is very well known, ranked very highly on the U.S. News and World Report college rankings. Georgia Tech has been, I'm a big Georgia fan, I'll go ahead and admit it. I'm a big Georgia fan, but Georgia Tech has been doing a fantastic job in luring some of these high-tech jobs to Midtown. Microsoft is one of those, putting 1,500 people in. I think in middle of next year, so let's say summer of 2021, you'll see about 1,500 jobs created, not moved, but created in the city of Atlanta, hosting their AI and cloud divisions. University of Georgia, like I mentioned, I'm from Athens originally, so I'm a big fan. About 30,000 very smart people moving out of Athens, and most of them, I don't want to say most, but many, if not most, are moving to Atlanta for employment. Georgia State is right in the center of downtown, massive campus and student body. And then Kennesaw State is a really large university not far up the road, up I-75 in Kennesaw, and they have a Marietta campus as well. So just to wrap it up, I told you I'd keep it brief. It's running about 6 minutes right now, but in general, it's a very attractive climate. I have my windows open as I record this. 65 degrees or so outside in the spring, or I'm sorry, in the fall. Very beautiful weather. It's very affordable, strong business infrastructure, easily accessible with the Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, and best state and best city for doing business. As far as multifamily is concerned, very strong population and job growth. We have always outpaced, if not doubled, the national average. I really think that's going to continue given where we are located. Again, business-friendly environment is driving a lot of that, and I have no reason to believe that that's going to change. Very strong business-friendly environment in the city and the state of Georgia. And then that strong university system that's pumping out the young, educated workforce, that renter cohort of 20 to 34-year-olds is strong, and they are renting units left and right. So this is me, my contact information, the family I don't deserve. Clay Allen, callen@oldcapitallending.com. My phone number is 678-357-2631. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to walk through any deals you're looking at, any submarkets you're interested in, and would love to work with you in the future. All right, thanks a lot.